For subtitles, please click here on your screen. Three decades of Rangeela, and the magic still enchants.
Rahman I got in barter,
I was trying to find a way to make this interesting and rooted to our culture.
He makes you sing. He gives you the freedom, he gives you the space.
Asha ji had sung for so many years in the industry and what super hits. But Rangeela is one of her top hits.
So then Rahman comes down and he hears the song and he says, oh my God. I'm like, oh my God, is that good or is that bad?
Rangeela is not close to my heart. I can say Rangeela is my heart.
Tracking milestones of an incredible journey spanning more than 3 decades. Rahman Music Sheets. Hi friends, discover the top take as we uncover the wow factor in this episode. Do watch it till the end to grab this musical moment of the day.
एक काम कर पहले तो एक प्लेट कांदा काट के ला और भेजा फ्राई उसल पाव.
One film, one soundtrack, and Hindi film music changed forever. In episode 210, Rahman Music Sheets started celebrating 30 years of Rangeela. Find its link in the description if you missed it.
10 का 30.
ये 2 टिकट देना.
चल निकाल 30 के 2 नोट.
क्या?
अरे 60 रुपए निकाल रहे.
Ram Gopal Varma was determined. Only Rahman would compose for Rangeela. It would be his first original score in Hindi cinema. But here's the twist. The producers hadn't even heard of Rahman. So how did RGV convince them? In the most unexpected way, a give and take deal.
God! Fantastic! Steven साहब, fantastic! अगर ये गाना चिपक गया ना, तो अपनी फिल्म भी चिपक जाएगी. अब मेरे को कोई चिंता नहीं.
See, at the time, I was actually making 2 films in Hindi. One is called Nayak with Sanjay Dutt. And where Sanjay Dutt got arrested halfway through, which is the reason it got shelved. Now, Malik was doing the music. So my producers were more interested in that project because Sanjay Dutt was a bigger star than Aamir at that time. And of course, Malik was the biggest music director at the time. So they were, Jammu Sugan said, who's Rahman? He's done Roja and all that, They somewhere felt, okay, Nayak is a big picture. Ramu is making this for just like that, whatever. So if we say no to this, he might not do that. So it is on some kind of a mind frame like that. Rahman I got in barter, because if I can take Malik for Sanjay Dutt's film, then we are okay with Rahman for Rangeela. And little did anybody know that Rangeela will become the biggest, yeah.
Rangeela, a box office storm, sweeping 7 Filmfare Awards. A special jury honour for Asha Bhosle and Best Music Trophy for AR Rahman. But behind the glittering success, every track had its own battle. Moments of doubt, disappointments, and near rejection.
I wanted a very erotic number, and in my mind, at the back of my mind, I had something like Kaate Nahi Karti in Mr. India, probably as a reference, And when I described how I want to shoot it and everything, he came up with this tune which he sent me on a bare track, I thought he's gone mad. I think by mistake I thought he sent me something else, some classical Carnatic raga or whatever. I said, Rahman, I told you about the erotic, you sent me something. No, this is made for the same situation. I said, that situation, how can this tune? I just couldn't understand.
If you look at the roots of our culture, if you look at many things in the past, even Hindu mythology or going back to the ancient sound, it's always about ragas, and there's a rag for each emotion, and that's a base of foundation of our music. And somewhere when that is lost and you do a song just for the sake of it with cheesy lyrics, it becomes too crass and it becomes unhealthy for me. And so I was trying to find a way to make this interesting and rooted to our culture.
Then, because it was with me, the CD, I kept playing it just once in a while, and suddenly at one point it just got stuck in my head, and I said, Rahman, maybe it'll work.
Somewhere I was very confident that it's going to work, and when he listened to the tune, he really liked it. And when we produced it, I could just see him discover every little scene or every little shot. He was constantly walking over the studio like a restless person.
Then he did the orchestration and it blew me away. I could never imagine a tune like that can be presented in the kind of a format of the final orchestration.
आप यकीन करें मैंने करीब 55 या 60 अंतरे लिख चुका था मुखड़े, मगर एक भी समझ नहीं आ रही थी कि यार, क्योंकि कभी मैं खुश नहीं होता, कभी रामू जी महबूब वी नीड समथिंग मोर, महबूब वी नीड समथिंग मोर, महबूब वी नीड समथिंग मोर. बट एनीवेज फिर मैं उनको एयरपोर्ट छोड़ने जा रहा था, ऑन द वे ये मुखड़ा मेरे जहन से निकला कि हाय रामा, वो भी अपनी कैफियत थी कि हाय रामा ये क्या हुआ, और वो बस बैठ गया गाना उस पर, और रामू जी बोले दिस इज व्हाट आई वांट.
He's a great producer. I mean, apart from his music, direction, musical capabilities, he's a great producer. I mean, he makes you sing. He gives you the freedom. He gives you the space. That's one thing very beautiful about him.
I Rahman song, one place I played this groove. When the end of this groove, I use something on the spontaneous. This this instrument comes in that song. The way he recorded and balanced and the reverb he used for this beautiful that song in Rangeela.
मैं शेयर दूंगा टू ओनली मिस्टर गोपाल वर्मा बिकॉज एक गाने में वो कह रहे थे कि इस गाने में इट शुड बी लाइक अ फाइट बिटवीन अ tigress and a tiger. There has to be that animal instinct in both of them. तो गाने में फाइट एंड डांस नहीं होना चाहिए, दोनों एक दूसरे को यूं देखते रहे. इसने पकड़ा, उसने झपटा मारी. Tries to grab her. She's kind of, she pushes him away. So it was like what he has in his mind. He's saying, I'll capture it. I'll capture the moments. But I had a big support from Mr. Jackie Shroff. तू टेंशन मत ले बेड़ो, देख मैं कैसा बन के दिया. And he used to put his sleeves up and he used to say, मैं देख कैसा घुमाऊंगा, क्या चाहिए एसेट की उर्मिला को पकड़ के आपको घुमाना है. तो इसे ऐसा घुमाऊंगा, देख तू क्या फैन ब्लोइंग. तो जब वो करते थे जग्गूदा, so I used to myself look at Ramoji and Ramoji says, how is it looking? I said, it's looking like a musical action thing. And Urmila looked so beautiful in that bit.
His quality is, be it a simple song or a complicated song, both sound simple. And his songs grows on you, his compositions. Certain songs you hear it 1-2 times, nothing happens. The 4th time, 5th time, you're just kind of wrapped up with that song, And very sincere in his thought process.
KS Chitra. Full interview, uncut, uncensored. Rahman Music Sheets. Only on O2 India. Streaming now on YouTube. Find its link in the description.
The spirit of Rangeela, that thing which he completely did the whole thing and sent it to me. And I and my cousin heard it for the first time when it came to Bombay. And my first reaction of my cousin was, it's horrible. Now I was confused. I didn't know it is good or bad because I obviously had something else in mind. I didn't expect this. But my cousin saying it horrible, I was down. Then I was going for shooting and I played it in the car and I asked my driver, what do you think of this? My driver said it's same thing, horrible. It's very bad, sir. What is this music, you know? Then I was shooting there. I played it on location, and by lunchtime everybody was singing the tune. You know, now that whole phenomena, which logically I can't understand, the so-called slow poison of Rahman, which everybody keeps saying that, you know. But if you look at it logically, I mean, I don't think in today's time anybody would listen so many times to like something, you know. But I think more than anything else, most people's first reaction to Rahman's music is because it is so unexpected. You half in your mind, you will expect it to sound like another hit song you heard, okay, in the genre. The moment it doesn't sound like that, I think you get disoriented and it will take you some time to get back into and listen to it in a fresh perspective. That's where I think the nearest explanation I can give for why people take some time to, relish his music.
Spirit of Rangeela, like dance portion karna hai. The girl is dancing on the beach and one guy is jogging by and he sees her and he gets attracted. It was symphonies. That girl's voice. So Ramu ji, इसमें dance कैसा होगा? So we went to the practice place and I started rehearsing. So we put in some jazz ballet. We got some contemporary to it. Mix किए and हमने shoot किया. Edit कर लिया, देख लिया. And I was actually not happy with my work. Again I rehearsed. Again I re-choreographed. Again we went and again we shot it. मेरे लिए nightmare है ये music. So I still remember कि मैं उस वक्त इतना घबराया हुआ था, but जब second time हमने shoot किया तब एक मुतमईन सा feel हुआ कि हाँ, I think now we have got it. Then उसमें additions हुए, उसके hips के shot, जगुदा का कट वो cuts आ गए, जो music को support मिला है point of view of a man and the softness of a girl. तब मैं समझ पाया, ओ इसमें ये एक mix है. The guy is like the rock sitting on the rocks and the girl is like the seashore का पानी.
अच्छा, एक बात बड़ी अच्छी थी उमेश, उस वक्त एक फोर्स नहीं होता था कि अब भी लिख दो, तब भी लिख दो, कल लिखो, आज लिखो. टेक योर टाइम, कम आउट विद गुड वर्क. अब मैंने एक मुखड़ा लिखा, मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा, अच्छा नहीं लगा. दूसरा लिखा, दूसरा भी समझ नहीं आया. तो मेरे ही मुंह से ये बात निकली, क्या करे क्या ना करे, समझ नहीं आ रहा है. एंड देयर वाज इट इज.
क्या करे क्या ना करे, ये कैसी मुश्किल है.
सिचुएशन वही थी कि आमिर कह नहीं पा रहे थे. आज सिचुएशन ये थी कि आमिर का जो कैरेक्टर है वो कह नहीं पाता कि मैं तुझसे प्यार करता हूँ.
एक तरफ तो उससे प्यार करें हम.
तो आई रोड क्या करे क्या ना करे. अब लिख तो लिया उमेश. 1 घंटे बाद रामू जी तशरीफ लाए तो उन्होंने कहा कि तुमने कुछ लिखा होगा. मैंने कहा कुछ नहीं लिखा. मैं डर रहा था कि सुनाओ कि नहीं.
और उसको ही ये कहने से डरे हम.
महबूब, इट इज़ वेरी इम्पॉसिबल दैट आप 1 घंटा हो गया तुमने कुछ लिखा नहीं. तो मैंने कहा रामू जी लिखा हूँ, लेकिन देखो नहीं पसंद है तो यार कुछ चिल्लाना मत। बोले नहीं नहीं लिखो ना, बताओ क्या है। एंड द मोमेंट आई सैंग टू हिम ना, क्या करे क्या ना करे ये कैसे मुश्किल है, कोई तो बता दे हाँ इसका हलो मेरे भाई। तो रामू जी मेरा चेहरा देखते हुए हैरत से बोलने लगे, फ्रॉम वेर यू गॉट दिस वर्ड्स।
तो क्या करे क्या ना करे ये कैसी मुश्किल है।
रामू जी ये मुझसे आप क्या सवाल करते हो, कहाँ से लाया, आ गया। बोले नहीं, इट इज़ वेरी कलिकल, लाइक हर दिन में एक आदमी बोलता ही कि क्या करे, व्हाट टू डू, क्या करे क्या ना करे, ये तुमने गाने में ला दिया। तो जस्ट दैट मोमेंट रहमान एंटर्ड, रहमान केम आउट ऑफ द स्टूडियो। बोले व्हाट क्या व्हाट हैपेंड। तो रामू जी ने जब बोले कि यार ये एक अमेजिंग कुछ वर्ड आया कि क्या करे क्या ना करे ये कैसी मुश्किल है। तो रहमान सेड व्हाट इज द मीनिंग। तो मैंने कहा व्हाट टू डू व्हाट नॉट टू डू, हे सो सिंपल। तो मैंने उनको बताया भाई लोग ये मेरी प्रॉब्लम थी, मैंने प्रॉब्लम को उस गाने में डाल दिया।
ओ मेरे भाई, भाई।
तो इस तरह से फिर वो गाना बना। फिर उदित जी को हमने बुलाया और अगेन रात को 2 बजे गाना रिकॉर्ड हुआ, 4 बजे ख़त्म हुआ।
I start singing the song and the music just takes over. Okay, you're just behind that mic and you just start with the music and you go ay ay yo elavo mangta hai kya wo bolo ha bolo, and then you just suddenly it just takes over, and then there's total silence because I didn't know who was going to be singing the other line. And then towards the end, everything just falls into place. And I'm like, okay, because the opening of the song is a little like light pop operatic. And I've always wanted to do a pop operatic song. So I said, okay, let me do something really different towards the end. And I just started using a little bit of soul and went absolutely crazy. So then Rahman comes down and he hears the song and he says, oh my God. I'm like, oh my God, is that good or is that bad? He says, no, I'm going to sing on this song. I said, you can't be serious. He said, yeah, I'm going to sing on this song. I mean, imagine not only singing the song with AR Rahman, but, you know, to sing his song. So that was a really, really special moment. I swear to God, I don't think my feet touched the ground for days to come after that. I was like, I knew this was going to be a sure shot hit.
I said, what do I catch? I was confused. एक होता है take challenges and you take a shock. This was like a tsunami.
I remember Aamir telling me, the first time I am hearing sometimes song not coming on beat. You know, I didn't know what that was precisely at that time. But the point is, I am reacting to the sound. Aamir is more closely into the technicalities of music also, you know. And to use a Rahman kind of voice on Aamir Khan at that time for a Mangta Hai Kya song was very, very path-breaking, because Aamir was feeling that people might laugh, you know, because they're so used to hear Udit Narayan. Now, Rahman completely destroyed the aspect of one conventional singer like S.P. Balu or Chitra singing. You will just get anyone, because anyone makes a song sound different. So the unconventional approach somewhere forces, not only in the music per se, even the way the directors think about song picturation, choreography, sets, how to challenge each other to make it. So I think that's what I meant by it expands your horizons.
देखिए, आमिर खान के साथ मैंने एक फिल्म की थी जब मैं 11 साल का था. फिल्म का नाम था राग, एंड मैं एक चाइल्ड एक्टर था, बिकॉज मैंने मिस्टर इंडिया भी की थी उसके पहले. एंड सडनली ही सीज मी एज अ कोरियोग्राफर ऑन द सेट एंड इज लाइक, अहमद, व्हाट आर यू डूइंग? आई सेड, आमिर, आई एम डूइंग दिस फिल्म एज अ कोरियोग्राफर. तो ही इज लाइक, आर यू श्योर रहमान का म्यूजिक क्या हो पाएगा? एंड ही सेड, अहमद, गो फॉर इट यार, एंड जो चाहिए बता तू, मैं करूंगा और मुझसे कराना. I said, चलो डन. एंड देन आयो उसमें आप देखो तुम द लास्ट दैट यू नो दैट स्टेप्स आर देयर. It's like a bass and treble. तो जब मैंने कराया and Aamir loved it and he said, "But you don't leave me. जो होता है मुझसे कराना."
जो मांगता है वो मिलेगा.
Rangeela is not close to my heart. I can say Rangeela is my heart.
प्यार ये जाने कैसा है.
प्यार ये जाने कैसा है. I love that song. I like the words. I love the tune because when you go to the antara part of the song, it is so old world. It could almost be a song from 1960s. It could be a song which even Shamshad Begum can sing, you know what I mean? So it's got a lot of old world charm. I remember Suresh Wadkar and myself, both of us were there, and we did our parts separately. First I would say, Pyar ye jaane kaisa hai. Then Rahman will say, can you do something with ye? So he say, Pyar ye jaane kaisa hai. Those dynamics would come. He would say, can you do something there? Can you do the dynamics? Whatever. He would say, and then you would come out with it like that. And that's how it happened.
Ma'am, do you consider Rangeela to be a major turning point in Hindi film music?
Absolutely. Asha ji had sung for so many years in the industry, and what super hits. But Rangeela is one of her top hits. The song she has sung for Rangeela is amazing. She can say at this point in her career, she can claim that it falls amongst one of her best songs. Then I also like Hariharan, that song, very beautiful song with Hari and Swarnalata ji. Beautiful song, very, very beautiful song. So I think Rangeela was a remarkable album.
Those days, anyone bought a CD player in his house, he used to take three CDs in his first choice. That was Tal, Rangeela and Gupt. So among three top, two were Rahman Saab's.
We hear that Rangeela 2 is in the making.
That's not true. That's just a rumor.
Oh, it's just a rumor. Okay, thank you, Mr. Varma.
Coming up next, the voice that won a national award with his very first song. The singer who breathed life into Rahman's music across languages, across films. The melody kid Naresh Iyer joins us in the next episode. Stay with us.
The spirit of Rangeela, my cousin heard it for the first time and it came to Bombay, and my first reaction of my cousin was, it's horrible. I played it in the car and I asked my driver, what do you think of this? My driver said it's same thing, horrible. It's very bad, sir. I what is this music? Then I was shooting there, I played it on location, and by lunchtime everybody was singing the tune. You know? Now that whole phenomena, which logically I can't understand, the so-called slow poison of Rahman.
Do you agree that this indeed was the moment of the day? Is your choice different? Whatever your mind says, write it in the comments section below. We will be waiting. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, press the bell icon and stay entertained.